welcome to the Explainer. So today we're going to completely shift your mental model of how you use AI at work. I mean, if you've ever felt like you're just not getting the results you want, or you're totally tired of AI writing emails that make you sound like some weird Victorian robot, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to break down exactly how to work smarter, not harder, using these tools. Now, our analysis today is completely grounded in some truly fantastic source material. It's based on the free AI Productivity Tools 21-minute crash course by Yarra. We'll be distilling their absolute best productivity insights to help you understand what these tools actually do, and the best part, you don't need any technical expertise at all. I want to start with a frustration I hear all the time, and honestly, one you've probably felt yourself. Why does AI sometimes feel incredibly useful, almost magical even, and other times strangely useless, just spitting out generic noise? One day it writes a perfect email, and the next it completely misses the mark on a strategy document. Well, this explainer is going to solve that exact mystery for you. Here is our roadmap for today. We're covering 1. The big AI misconception. 2. Meet the pattern engine. 3. Friction versus human judgment. 4. The 4 AI work roles. 5. Shaping your real work. And finally, 6. The relay runner mindset. Let's jump right in. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The big AI misconception. Too often, people treat an AI tool as if it's this super smart human hiding inside their computer, or some magical truth machine that just creates brilliant ideas out of thin air. But actually, scratch that. That is entirely the wrong way to look at it. AI tools are not magic, and they definitely do not replace your thinking. Instead, they're force multipliers for specific kinds of work. Their real power? It's in taking that time-consuming, tedious mental work, like sorting through notes or rewriting a paragraph, and turning it into a fast conversation. You don't use AI to do the whole job for me. You use it to say, hey, help me get unstuck. Moving on to Section 2, Meet the Pattern Engine. Now, this definition changes everything. A free AI tool is essentially a pattern engine. It learns statistical patterns from huge amounts of text to reformat meaning, rather than inventing it from scratch. Think of it like a highly efficient kitchen gadget. A food processor doesn't invent the ingredients, right? It just cuts, mixes, and shapes whatever you put into it. AI helps you make something usable out of what's already there. It reformats meaning. It doesn't invent genius. Because AI is built on those statistical patterns, it really excels at a few specific things. It's fantastic at sounding fluent, matching a specific tone, following common formats, and producing plausible outputs. But here is the massive catch, and it's absolutely crucial. Plausible is not the same as true. It's kind of like a musician who can improvise perfectly in any genre. They can sound exactly like a 1920s jazz singer, but they don't actually know if the lyrics they're singing are historically accurate. AI is an excellent pattern matcher for sure, but not a guaranteed truth machine. Let's look at this stark contrast to really set our expectations. AI is incredibly good at rewriting text, summarizing long documents, and brainstorming ideas quickly. But what is it terrible at? Deep human judgment, supplying guaranteed truth, choosing goals. For instance, it can brainstorm a huge list of brilliant marketing ideas in literally 10 seconds. But it absolutely cannot tell you which of those ideas will actually resonate with your specific, quirky customer base. That part? That requires you. All right, Section 3, Friction versus Human Judgment. So this brings us to exactly where AI thrives and where it really struggles. First, we have structured tasks. Think summarizing text, explaining concepts, or listing pros and cons. AI loves these because the boundaries are super clear. Then we have fuzzy tasks, high-stakes judgments, understanding unspoken intentions, or navigating office politics. AI is extremely weak here. Think of AI like an automated mail sorter at a post office. If letters have clear zip codes and standardized addresses, that's structure. It absolutely flies. But if a package has weird handwriting, no label, and missing info, a fuzzy task, the entire system just grinds to a halt. I absolutely love this power drill analogy. Free AI tools save time by reducing friction, not by removing human judgment. Look, a power drill doesn't decide where the shelf goes on your wall. That requires your judgment. But once you point to the exact spot, the drill makes the boring, repetitive, high-friction part of actually putting the screw into the wall infinitely easier. AI works exactly the same way. It accelerates the motion around the decision, which frees up your mental energy.
You are still the master carpenter. The AI just turns the screws.
Now, what's really interesting about Section 4 is the 4 AI work roles. Let's break down exactly how this power drill shows up in your daily workflow through 4 main roles. First, there's the cleaner. Say you write an angry, emotionally charged draft to a vendor. The AI cleans it up into polite, professional language, saving you editing time and, honestly, a potential HR nightmare. Next, the organizer. You've got a messy pile of scattered notes from a chaotic meeting. AI turns them into a structured plan, completely reducing your mental clutter. Third, the generator. You're stuck staring at a blank screen, so the AI produces a quick list of options or a rough draft to help you start faster. And finally, the translator. You have a highly technical engineering update, and the AI recasts it for a different audience, like a simple bulleted list for your sales team. One idea, made usable in many contexts. Section 5. Shaping your real work. This right here is the ultimate cure for that feeling of being stuck. A blank page is terrifying, right? It's terrifying because you have to decide what to say and exactly how to say it all at the exact same time. But a bad first draft is often more valuable than no draft at all. But using AI as a generator, you split that job. Even if the AI gives you a terrible first draft, it is immensely valuable. Why? Because once something exists in front of you, your brain can react to it. It is so much easier to edit or refine a mediocre draft than it is to just stare blankly at a blinking cursor. But to get a draft you can actually react to, you have to provide shape. The quality of what you get out depends entirely on what you put in. If you just say, "Help me with this email," you're going to get generic noise. Instead, try these 4 steps as your formula. Step 1, define the task clearly. Step 2, identify the exact audience. Step 3, set the specific tone. And Step 4, specify the format. So for example, say, turn these scattered notes into a short follow-up email for my clients, keep the tone friendly but professional, and end with 3 clear action items. That gives the pattern engine the exact boundaries it needs to thrive.
So the crucial point is right here in Section 6, the relay runner mindset.
I want you to leave this explainer viewing yourself differently. You're no longer just a passive consumer of AI. You are a tool selector. Imagine work as a relay race. You hold the baton first. You decide the goal, the direction, and the context. Then you pass the baton to the AI for the middle stretch. Let it handle the repetitive, high-friction, shape-based work. But the AI cannot finish the race alone. You have to take the baton back to excitedly cross the finish line by applying your unique human judgment and verifying the truth. And that leaves us with this one simple, provocative question that I want you to ask yourself every single time you sit down at your desk. Before you open a free AI productivity tool, look at your task and ask, is this a shape problem or a judgment problem? If it's about turning fragments into structure or making a long text short, that's a shape problem. Let the AI run that middle stretch. But if it's about high stakes, truth, and strategy, that's a judgment problem, and that is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and go work smarter.